You're gonna go out and apologise and say that to him.
Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Welcome to Listen to Iron Maiden, baby. I'm Ash from South Wales.
I'm Ante from New South Wales.
New one.
The new
I'm
one.
from the old one.
Mm.
The better one.
OG.
That's right. I am an OG.
Keeping it real.
That means original gangster.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the Iron Maiden podcast, where we talk about Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
It's not Talking Maiden. That's another podcast, which is actually very good.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, actually, I started listening to that a while back. Two guys from Canada.
Yep.
They're hilarious because they're friends,
Oh, yeah. You've mentioned
colleagues,
that before. Yeah.
but like they're quite different. And one of the guys, I think his name's Josh, he's hilarious because he's just like, I fucking hate Blaze. And then, but then they actually had Blaze on the show. So then
Okay.
he's kind of like, oh, let me listen. I'll give him a listen or whatever. And then he came around to actually like him. Because actually, Blaze's solo stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah.
He only gets shit for singing in Iron Maiden, where he, a lot of the songs are a little bit too high for his range.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the songs that Steve wrote at the time were really repetitive, not rubbish, but, it was hard. He had a job on his hands, It's not like Blaze Bayley came into the band and there was like the whole Number of the Beast album of songs was there for him to start singing on.
Fair enough. Yeah.
He had like these plod-in fucking Steve's getting divorced songs and it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're joining at a low point, dude.
Sorry, Blaze.
Mm.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan. Anta here and is a friend of mine. We both live in Japan. We've started a little journey where I want to talk about Iron Maiden. I get to do it with Ante, who's not that familiar with the band, but is familiar with rock and roll and likes the music. And,
I'm up for listening to him talk about Iron Maiden.
That's right. I'm telling you stuff.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Edumacation.
That's right. So, guys, so we have currently what we've been doing is going through all the albums. So, the beginning of the podcast, it was all audio because we were just messing about and Ante didn't know anything about podcasts at that time. And we we're just kind of messing around talking about the albums. But as it's progressed, we've switched to video because why not? Ante's got this little setup, and why not use it?
Let's use it.
Yeah, check it on the old YouTube.
Yeah.
So the format has kind of changed, I guess. Like we were doing like 2 or 3 songs, just going over it a little bit, kind of thing. But now we'll kind of be going like song to song because I do think I do enjoy like talking, giving a song its due kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if for long time listeners or people who've been listening from the beginning, like do you just want us to fly over a few songs an episode, get through it?
Well, here's the other thing too. There are certain songs and albums that really do deserve.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we're doing like one song a pod at the moment.
Yeah.
Because we're quite busy too with other stuff going on. But I don't know.
Yeah, we've got lives.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know in the comments or email at us at listen@ironmaidenbaby@gmail.com. If you just want to like broad stroke the albums, or do you like just us doing what we're doing? So also, I just like doing like this. This is just a bit of a laugh, But
let us know if you have a life.
Yeah, yeah. But if you find it more entertaining for us just to like go over stuff, then why not? Why not? We'll do that. Maybe because I just like taking a not. I don't want to rip apart a song, but it's just funny that focusing on the small little details. This is a really niche podcast. I mean, it is Iron Maiden. It's what's going to happen anyway. So there we go. If you do want to watch the podcast 100% no problems, please join the Patreon, which is patreon.com/listen-to-Iron-Maiden-baby. And it's $1 for a month. And you can always access these videos because on YouTube, we get flagged a lot because we do play a lot of clips. And there's a possibility that the videos are going to go anytime. So, and
that's the main reason we didn't do YouTube for a long time, right?
That's true. That's right. That's what we didn't, because I was worried about it. I was like, I don't want to steal from Iron Maiden, but it's hard not to just go. It is really hard not to do that sometimes, in the middle of a podcast,
It has to be done.
That's a dangerous one.
It is.
I can literally only play a few seconds of that.
Get locked in.
Can't stop.
Yep.
Yeah, that is the Pringles of Iron Maiden. That's all. Once you pop, you can't stop. It is too hard. Water everywhere. I love that. Anyway, so we're currently on Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
Mhm.
We did listen to a bunch of songs like Moonchild and Infinite Dreams and Canopy of Madness.
Mm.
And before we crack on with the album, let's just look at a bit of some Iron Maiden news. So first up we have is, on a sad note, Mr. Adrian Smith who lives in the old Los of Angeles.
Mm.
Lossu. His bloody house got burnt down in those fires.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you leave London, mate. Let's check this out. On Instagram.
Mm.
The gram. So this is Nathalie D. Smith. Maybe it's his daughter, maybe? She sounds American.
Yeah.
Oh god, she's not playing audio.
Now it's stupid. Now we have to go. Look, it's just spread up here in the last few seconds. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, just imagine, right, that Adrian Smith was right in the middle of writing, some bangers for Iron Maiden.
Mm. He's
like-
putting a dong on it.
Yeah, he's putting a donk on, like, what was the last, like, the solo to The Evil That Men Do. He's, like, recording that at home,
Mm.
There's a fire, Adrian, we gotta go. He's like, no. Like, oh, it would be heartbreaking. Oh, I'm sure there's, like, really, like, there must be, like, amazing pieces of music or work that have been just destroyed in fires or some
Definitely, man.
stupid thing happen,
Mm.
But yeah, sorry, Adrian, about your housemate. That's a very shame. But once again, if you move back to Blighty, there's no problem, mate, because we don't have anything like that.
There you go.
Yeah. What natural disasters do you have in Australia?
We get the fires.
Oh,
If
yeah,
in
of
the
course,
city,
right.
not so much. Storms, depending on where. Yeah, we get cyclones and stuff.
We get nothing in the UK. Like, we're just the most safest little rocky little shithole in the world.
Sounds fun.
When I was a kid, I asked, because I found out about the British Empire,
Mm.
and I was like, why doesn't the Queen live in Australia or something? Why does she live in this rainy shithole?
Good point,
Right? And then I was like, then thinking about it, I was like, oh, it makes sense actually, because it's just rainy. That's all. It's really safe though. There's not a lot of, it's not like your house is not going to burn down in a fire from hell, like that.
That in
That's
Australia,
crazy.
more than half the animals are trying to kill you anyway.
That's true.
So-
Have you ever had any experiences with, like, the snakes and spiders? I've never asked you about your Australian experience here.
No, because like when you're in the city,
Yeah.
you do get spiders and stuff like that.
How big?
The worst you'll get is huntsmen. So
Yeah.
they just look scary.
But they're not dangerous, right? Yeah.
Yeah, basically like face huggers.
Oh, okay.
Mini face
Oh,
huggers.
okay.
Yeah.
But they can't hurt you, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
They just scare the crap out of you
I see.
and take your wallet. They roll you.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never what about snakes? I mean, a lot of snakes and stuff, right?
Do get snakes, but where I was living, that'd be very rare to even see
Okay,
anything
that's
like
good.
that. But it
All
doesn't take much to get out in the country, and then what is it, like red belly, black snakes, brown snakes, and
Don't know, mate. I'm
Things
from a
like
place
that.
with nothing.
always check your shoes.
Oh yeah, the
That.
shoes, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Dangerous place, mate.
Yep.
Anyway, and then I was looking on Reddit the other day, and I saw this. What are your misheard Iron Maiden lyrics? And this one literally made me laugh my head off. The evil Batman dude lives on and on. I was like, "Are you?"
That's gold.
The evil
The
Batman dude lives on and on. I thought it was really, really, really good. So yeah, I thought it was really funny and made me laugh.
Yeah.
I've heard that one.
Gold. That is gold.
Oh, this guy's got the Number of the Beast. Were they reflections of my warped mind? But as a Walkman staring back at me, I thought it was woman. We said woman, right?
Yeah.
Were they reflections of my woman? I thought it was woman for years and years.
Yeah.
He said Walkman. Does make more sense to me. Oh, okay. This guy is funny. Many, many years ago, we used to swap tapes with each other, and most times we didn't bother writing the song names on the card. So for an embarrassingly long time, I was singing along to the track about the big, scary emu type bird, cassowary time. Caught somewhere in time, eh?
Australian bird
Cassowary time.
Talking about dangerous Australian
Right,
animals.
yeah, right, yeah. That's funny, man. That's funny, yeah.
Cassowary.
That's really, really good. I thought it was,
That's bad.
yeah, it made me laugh a lot, man. Yeah. Yeah, everyone thought it was my woman staring back at me.
Mm.
But yeah, we're gonna do this. Can I play with matches? Can I play with matches?
Matches.
It's true. If you didn't see it written down, I'm in is really hard to.
It could work. Like, have you seen? I saw was it like a short someone did on like is it TikTok of that of
Yeah.
AC/DC being played along with Facebook names. And
Oh,
they're like bizarre names, but if you're listening, it's
yeah,
like,
you can hear. Oh, okay,
wow,
that's
this
fine.
matches. Like,
Okay, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
funny, yeah. All right, that's good. Another thing too, right? So I'm a huge fan of this band called Dance Gavin Dance. They're one of my like. It's weird. It's like all my influences are into one band.
Yep.
That's what they are. Let me play you a little bit of them. Like, I like weird timing things too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, this is the kind of thing like
it's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I like the chorus. See, I love melody, so I always want a melodic voice. So this
Yeah,
band
yeah.
was perfect because they got like melodic parts and then heavy. So I love the chorus. The guitar's like.
He's a good screamer.
Yeah, right. Actually this singer got fired though. I think because he was like, I think like
Angry
no, he was like banging too many groupies or something like that.
happens.
But anyway, but I was really shocked because I was like, oh, they got a new poster
Mm.
for their
Yeah.
tour
Right?
called The Return of the Robot Tour. And it's like, huh? That's an Iron Maiden
I know,
cover.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The old very famous, well, this is the next album we're doing,
Mm.
No Prayer for the Dying.
Yep.
This album cover.
Mhm.
So it's interesting as well because on the actual CD it looks like this.
Yeah.
It's just Eddie breaking through the casket, but then the actual one is like him grabbing
See, I remember that
the
one.
neck. Yeah, exactly.
Where do I remember? Like, my sister was a big metalhead. She'd
Yeah.
always buy Hot Metal magazines.
Okay, yeah.
So I remember seeing like
These
the
are-
big artworks and that.
See it. There you go. You got
yeah.
that one right. So
Mm.
they've clearly are Iron Maiden fans because they've got the actual him grabbing the guy,
full-
to,
yeah.
the full thing. So I think
Mhm,
that's really really cool. All right, guys. So let's crack on with Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, the actual song.
Mm.
All right, this is a long one.
It is.
It's the title. You know the title of the album is Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
It's almost 10 minutes.
It is.
Hmm.
Now let's think about it. Right, Iron Maiden. They have a song called Iron Maiden.
Mm.
It's very good.
Yes.
They play every gig.
Mhm.
Killers has a song called Killers.
Mm.
We love Killers, don't we, out there?
I do.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, don't start.
It's great.
Hmm.
The Number of the Beast has a song called The Number of the Beast, which is, quite frankly, an excellent song.
Otherwise known as 666.
666, mate.
Yeah.
Then we have Peace of Mind. There is no song called Peace of Mind.
There should be though, right?
The next album, Power Slave. There is a song called Power Slave,
Mhm.
written by Bruce. And guess what? It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because I've just said Power Slave, when I say Power Slave, I have to hear Power Slave. Because if I don't, I go crazy. Tell me why I have to be a power slave. Oh, good job, Bruce.
Yeah.
The next album, Somewhere in Time, does not have a song called Somewhere in Time, but it is called Caught Somewhere in Time, and it is pretty good. I feel like I'm back at the gig, man. We just saw I Made
Yeah,
live.
that
They
was-
played this.
yeah.
Oh, it was so good, man. It was so good.
Awesome, yeah. Yeah.
Live in Osaka, it was so good. Caught Somewhere in Time. The next album, which is this one, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Now, I would say almost every song that is has been the title so far has been an excellent song.
Bangers.
Yeah, no duds.
Hmm.
And during Peace of Mind,
Mhm.
no, sorry, I say from Hallowed Be Thy Name. Hallowed Be Thy Name is around 7-8 minutes. I made them start doing a thing where they have a long song. Hallowed Be Thy Name.
Hmm.
It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Why not?
Yeah.
That what a
Mm,
song.
mm.
Even if it did Pinch a few lyrics, who gives a shit? I don't care.
Mm.
Just pay him. Here's some money. Throw it in the face. I'm taking the lyrics, mate.
It's a better song anyway.
It is way better.
Yeah.
Number of the Beast has, is pretty long, but it's, it's not. Halloween the Name is the long song on that album, and it's excellent.
Yeah. You're right. Mm-hmm.
Then Peace of Mind, they did To Tame a Land. I am not a fan of To Tame a Land. So, in my opinion, I'm not going to say Steve forced it a little bit, but I think he was like, oh, I'll do a little bit of a longer song on
Yeah.
the end. Fine, whatever. Because Steve likes prog, right? So
Mhm.
he's trying to be a bit proggy. Power Slave has got Ryan the Mariner. He nailed it. I mean, he did a long song. He didn't think too much about it. Just cracked it out. Oh, what's that book I read in school? Ryan the Mariner. Finished. Done.
That one's a journey, man.
It is excellent.
Yeah.
It's got a point.
Yeah.
It goes places.
Mm.
It makes sense reading the book. It does little, one by one, because it's part of the book, right? Fine. Call Someone in Time has Alexander the Great. It's Alexander the Great, man.
Mm.
It's not that long, but it's pretty long, and it's just epic.
He wasn't just good.
He was fucking great.
Amen.
And Seventh Son of a Seventh Son is a long title.
Right?
And this song, before we listen to it, I thought it's better just to talk about what we think about it first.
Yeah.
So, if you listen to Hallowed Be the Name anytime on a random playlist,
Mhm.
you rock out to it.
Oh, yeah.
This song, out of context of the album,
Mhm.
I think is just really doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's really like, there's some cool parts in it,
Mhm.
but the chorus is just, oh man, they could have done a way better chorus than this, right? And I feel the chorus should be the part after the chorus. So the and then it goes and he just goes whoa. Like I'm not a fan of bands doing woes in the songs,
It's for the crowd.
but it should be organic. Like for example,
Yeah.
Fear of the Dark, there's no whoa. They do it from the melody of the song. That's what makes them do that.
Yeah.
But when you do a whoa, and it's fine, it's not bad, but that part I reckon would be a better chorus,
Yep.
Some line, like so it's like, just something better than just going, "Hey, my son, number 7, son, share my son, number 7, son." Like it's not terrible, but it's not good,
Mm.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And when they played it live on the album, imagine they're playing this almost two times as fast.
Oh.
Right, I'm going to show you a bit about when Bruce is singing this live, right?
Yeah.
Where Adrian is like, for fuck's sake, lads, we're going to fucking slow down and play the songs properly or what? I'm fucking off.
Damn. Yeah, no.
Imagine that, right?
Mm.
Now, when I listen to the album all the way through, it doesn't bother me because it's like, oh, it's just part of the album. But on its own, I don't think it has legs.
You don't go out of your way.
No.
To,
I've never really liked this song that much. Same as Moonchild. That's why I was always hesitant to say that this is my favorite album. It actually is my favorite album when I think about it, really, because it's got these fantastic songs which I love.
Yeah.
But this song and Moonchild always let me down. Moonchild I've come around to. I really like it a lot more. This song I still...
Yeah.
There's parts I like, but it just seems a bit too like he's trying... like a parody of himself kind of thing.
I think I'm with you on that one.
Really?
Because I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But so far, it's not like my... Well, for me, it was like when I popped it in.
Yeah,
like that
there's
first,
no
it's like,
moments where I'm just like, yeah. It's just kind of like, this is cool kind of thing. And once again, they're trying to do the whole story. And do you know, actually...
That's the thing. I got that vibe of like, we're trying to do a Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner thing again.
Yeah. The story too, right? It's like, honestly... The story of the concept album thing of this album too, the chorus sums it up. It's like 7th son of a 7th son, 7th son of a 7th son. So what's the story? It's a 7th son of a 7th. Okay, what's he do? He's a 7th son of a 7th. Okay, but like it doesn't go anywhere.
What album is it on?
7th son of a 7th son.
Oh, okay.
For example, Dream Theater do an album, Scenes from a Memory, which is like literally a concept album where it's like a guy. The beginning is a guy in a psychiatrist's office talking to the psychiatrist about he's trying to think of a memory from a time ago.
Yep.
And it goes on, and in the end is like a twist. You're like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
Yep.
And it's not that crazy.
Hmm.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But when you listen, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. It's cool.
Yeah.
But this one is like, where's it going? So
No way.
Moonchild, okay, he's the seventh son. He's got a power.
Mhm.
So what happens next? Like, I'm not following along with it at all.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are, but because like Bruce said that Steve didn't commit to it that much. I would argue that Steve is in a way is in the right because there's just not a lot of meat on the story anyway. Like,
Okay, yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, so
Mhm.
I remember when I said my band tried to like do a concept before.
Yeah.
And we all sat around the table like, okay, so what happens then? All right, so it's a guy, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah. And it goes on, and then you're like, okay, no, I'm not into
Nah.
this anymore. Whatever. So I kind of think like,
That's all I got.
yeah, Bruce is fantastic, right? Of
Yeah.
course he is, but like, not everything he does is a home run. He's not that. He's not smashing all the time. But like, for example, let's check out the old Iron Maiden commentary page. So from this book, right? So it says, based on the Orson Scott Card Fancy Hall Seventh Son, this song begins the concept portion of the album about the seventh son of Seventh Son himself. The previous chapters merely being an introduction of the background of the concept. So exactly. So, but see, that's enough for me. The other songs before this were just like touching on the theme. You get it. Whatever. I get it. He's a seventh son of a seventh son. He got powers. They're just lightly touching on it, and then there's a few moments of like, like just epic, like. Yeah, just melodic, awesome parts. They're not being like, okay, we got to tell the story. We got to make sure we put in the part where like he brushes his teeth, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So the song begins with the birth of the child who is heir to a special paranormal powers, although this is unaware of them at first. Oh, he is unaware. Both good and evil consider him an instrument that could sway either way. But as the powers belong to him, he should be given freedom of choice to use them. Healing and clairvoyance are his main attributes, and there is also an indication that the future is already laid down and cannot be changed no matter what. So it shall be written, so it shall be done. I've always had a problem with that kind of idea, where people are like, yeah, it's already, thank God, it's already in my plan. I'm like, what a weird thing to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I respect religion because I get it. It's hard to be human. You got to get through the day somehow. But the thought of like everything you've done is already
it's set out. That's no
So
changing that.
So if I go like someone wrote that down, okay, and he's gonna say seventh of a son, he's gonna go blah 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 blah. Like
saw that in yesterday's script.
Right? Exactly, right? It's a weird concept. But whatever. But yeah, it says this is another extremely complex song. Yeah. I Made It for me, I've also had a bit of complexity, but not going away from the melody. But in little bits of the songs, I'm like, it's just not.
Yeah.
It takes me away out of it. With constant rhythm shift. Rhythm shift is fine. It's not a problem, but you got to back it up with a good melody or something over the top of it too.
Yeah.
But man, like I said, the music, the drums, you can still enjoy the song, I think, as a just, you know what I mean?
Talking of the drums.
Yeah.
That's when that beat comes in, the hi-hat.
Yeah.
I was like, hey.
Yeah. No one is shitting on Nico on this album. He kills it, right? No. Especially on this song, he's fucking amazing. And when they play Live 2, he's very, very good. Plays a bit fast, but whatever. Yeah, the last half of the song is a brilliant instrumental, which begins softly with a spoken quote and then slowly builds to the climax. Yeah. All right. I'm just saying what I've always thought, like, once again, I feel like it's trying to maybe go into the concept a bit too much, where, I don't know, the music is fine, but the music's got to back it up. Now, also, Steve Harris, around this time, gets one of those synthesizers.
Ooh.
And he's like, check this out. Oh, sounds like a real choir.
Does it?
Let's put it on every bloody song. Forever. Right. It does. I think the synths match this album really well.
So that's another thing. When I first heard this song too, that intro, I was a bit like, but then it was like,
yeah.
Like,
it's not okay. Let's put it on. Okay, let's say. Okay, I think the synths here are cool. Like it's just adding a bit of a back. It's just going. I think it's not jarring because the guitar is quite simple, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
It is quite like Alexander the Great, though, isn't it? Like
A little bit,
if you
right?
had that din diddle din, it would be
The
a bit like
drum,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But see, the synths are just in the background, just adding a bit of texture.
Mm.
That's where they should always be in Iron Maiden songs.
Yes.
Not.
Stop it.
Death of the Kelly. Anyway.
Just sliding and rolling.
See, this is why the whole thing of like people not having to go at Nico, but being critical of his performances in the last couple of years. He said because he was capable of doing things like this and playing the songs in such a good way.
Did it to himself.
Exactly. He's a victim of his own success. It's like one of the big things is like in soccer, like in the UK, there's like 5 leagues, you know. So a player will be in like League 3 and will be smashing in goals. They get promoted, and the next year, you know, he's not doing as well. And I was like, "Why is going? Is that because it's harder?
Different league, man.
Right? Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But you're a victim of your own success in a way, right?
Yeah.
And Nico, man, he is. If you want to know, like, how is Nico better than Clive Burr? Mate, Clive Burr had a great feel, but Nico's not a slouch, man. He's wicked on this album. All right, here comes the verse, right? So it's a ploddy. Now, it's fine, and I just think like what happens is just not as interesting as it. I like when Bruce is being playful.
Yeah,
but like, it's almost like he's like, no, listen to the story. Don't worry, I'm not playing around now. This is a really seriously story, and I'm telling you a story. And also, when I hear this, I think of in the future in Blaze albums, in another 2 albums later. This is the whole album, but like really slow.
Oh.
Din, 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 and then Blaze trying to sing over the top of it.
Oh.
It's a bit like, ooh, anyway. Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. Bruce is nailing an amazing note there. The synth in the back, the high, is adding a lot to it.
Yeah.
Nico's fill into that was amazing. It's like... I'm into it. This is good. I'm like, oh my, okay, I'm enjoying this. Cool melody. Okay, I love that line too. We says it's like the power he holds. Like really, like it's a great line. Like I think that's a really good part. The power he holds. I don't know. It's something weird, like weird effect. Not effect, but like the way that Bruce sings that is like really. Like, I'm like, oh, it catches my ear every time.
Yeah.
Vibrato.
Not even trying.
Right.
Like it's just
ridiculous. Just funny sometimes. It's like the way that Steve plays bass so sloppily. Like if he makes a mistake, you don't really hear. You can't even know if it's a mistake because a lot of like these like artifact sounds like
yeah,
like off the bass, and it's like, was that a mistake or was it just the sound of his playing? It's like, oh, it could be either one. You know?
Oh, I meant it.
I meant it. Yeah. Totally meant it. Man. Yeah. All right, the guitar like is wicked, but I'm just not a fan of this chorus. Like Bruce is singing it every single way. He's gone, seven son of a seven son, seven son of a seven son. So he's trying to sing it in every way to make it interesting. It's just not that interesting. But guess what? It's ironmaiden. I'm still fucking enjoying it. I'm still loving it.
Yeah,
It's just like it's just not. It does dip for me at this part. Okay, just for context, listen to the live version, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, the whole part of this song is like this. It needs that sound. Here it's just like. But if you're in the crowd, you wouldn't give a shit. You'd be like going, "Fuck yeah!" But man, see, Bruce just gives up all the time. Fuck it. Right. It is good, but man, it is. But see, people will say it's a masterpiece. I think it's a decent song for Iron Maiden, but it's not in the same category as like Hallowed Be the Name or Ryan Man or whatever. And it doesn't have to be. The point of it is just to accentuate the album, which is fine. But I like listening to it through the album. I never turn it over, but on its own, not many big. The legs are not that big, you know. Need a few more squats, bit more donks.
Amen.
All right, so it goes on like that, right? And I don't mind this. I like listening to Bruce singing like this, you know. You ever hear a word too much? It just stops making any sense to you. So I don't know. I would have kept this like instrumental.
Yeah.
And then put the chorus here. That's what I would have done. I think it's just two words. You can't hear the guitar properly because you're just going, son, son. But the guitar in the background is really, really cool. A lot of room for like some cool licks or something like that.
Yeah.
And then do like over this part, sing like, you know, I don't know. There's got to be a line. There's a line. There's a chorus there, you know.
It could have been right.
Yeah. 7, 11, 7, son. There's a line there, you know. You could do it. Man, someone could sing a proper melody over that. Like Bruce could do it too, you know. I don't mind listening to Bruce singing like that. It's great, but I just think I don't know. I just don't like the 7 son, 7 son, 7 son chorus, you know. Okay. All right. So the song part is finished.
Yep.
And for me, the chorus is not that good. As a whole for the core, I'm a bit down there. So let's impress us with some, you know, fucking kick-ass, awesome Iron Maiden riffs and stuff, you know?
Yep.
Okay, break it down. Okay, let's get a bit of harmony. Okay, nice. I like it. Now, personally, I would like for them to go on like the Infinite Dreams part, melodic, whatever. But in an effort not to be samey, which I respect, they go a different direction. Fine. Okay. I'm not saying it's a bit like, oh, we gotta do the Mariner part. But we gotta do the Mariner part. But I do like the way that. Talking of like sloppy though, like when Steve is like proper slamming it out, you know, it's got that cool sound to it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when he plays these clean parts, man, Steve is so tight, man. Really
yeah.
smooth, like, you know. It's not hard. It's not easy to do with fingers, you know.
Oh, do like that change.
It's lovely.
Mhm.
It's bloody lovely.
Today is born the seventh one. Born of woman, the seventh son.
See, I think that it's not that distracting.
No,
It
no,
is
no, no.
It
It's
is
a
adding
good
into it.
volume,
It's really, really
yeah.
good, you know, yeah. And Bruce, you know, today. And he, like, I just love it. Yeah. But once again, this is one of those things that puts people off iMaiden. Is the, you know, I'm a storyteller kind of stuff.
I love when he gets in the character.
Me too.
He
Of
does
course.
it well.
But the people who are more drawn to Metallica, etc., would be it's cheesy because he's not just going, hey.
Wrong bit of cheese, people.
No, I love it. If you don't like it, it's fine. But I like when Bruce does this stuff.
He is the chosen one. So it shall be written.
So it shall be done. Like, I would just like Bruce to tell us a story. Like, he went to the shop.
In that.
I put on my shoes. I walked towards the gate. It was ajar. I walked through the gate onto the streets, bustling with people. I crossed the road. There was a button. A red button, which became green, and thus I walked forward into the shop. And I said, Master, do you have any pies?
Have I got any pies? He said.
Like, anything, Bruce, it would just be amazing, you know?
Mm.
But Bruce is weird because he, when he did his solo stuff, he doesn't really go in this direction at all. So,
No shop stories.
no, it's almost like, all right, it's Iron Maiden. It worked once, let's do it again kind of thing. And, it's weird. It's like, even Bruce and Adrian outside of Iron Maiden, quite not generic, but quite just standard kind of stuff, whatever. Bruce has great solo songs, but he's not doing like this on the song, like, well, there was a beast. And it's like,
I like the character Bruce.
I like Bruce the character, yes. Man, that's cool. The delay. And, yeah. Back to the choir. It sounds like a real choir. Listen to it. It's just one finger.
So for the first week he got that, he was just walking around. That's enough.
I get it though, mate. I get it.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Lost. Okay. There's a polar bear. Oh, I see why it's polar bear. Okay. Okay, Jack and Kate. All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, that's what the hatch was. Okay. All right. Where are we going next? Okay. What's happening? All right. Last season. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Wow, Jacob. Wow. The smoke monster is a guy. Okay, what happens? Oh, they're all dead?
Guess so.
Oh, that was it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just saying, when it hits this part, I'm just like, oh.
I get ya.
All that build for just to switch it up. The old switcheroo. Oh man, they should just have done this riff with a halftime beat. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Like fucking. Oh man, it'd be awesome. But instead, they just go, no. That's what they expected us to do.
They said, no, Ashley.
I'm gonna make a loop of this later. Just this part with like a beat in the back. Where, oh man, I need to make a meme of that right now. That would be sick. Imagine that. And sing Seven Son, save the title of the song Seven Son for this part. It would be much better. Change the chord to something different. On this part, da-da, seven, some shit like that. I'm not fucking Bruce, but you know what I mean. There's a beat there, man. Imagine that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, there's something there, man. I should be in the studio that day to fucking solve this shit. I wasn't even born, but whatever. This is not a bad part, but after that massive build-up to go into this, it's just a bit like, oh, all right. All that for nothing. But, it's not nothing, but it's like, it's not what I wanted, But, I only like guitar solos in the context of, like, a song, adding to the song. This is just like, all right, guys, wank off for a bit. Bruce said seventh son of a seventh son more times than he said his own name, and now we need to just wow the audience with some solos, which are just, in my opinion, just solos for solo's sake. That's all right. See, now it just feels like they're just adding in riffs just to be like, all right, I know we fucked up the other part, but listen to this. I can do this one. I can do here, whatever. I don't know. Right. The last thing said that this is like one of the best instrumentals they've ever done. If this was just a separate song of an instrumental, maybe I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But even like Phantom of the Opera, which is not an instrumental, but like, say Transylvania, it's got like a catchy, whatever. It's like, this is not catchy to me. It's just a bit like... It's like they're pulling out all the tricks. Bit of tapping.
Like that,
bit of like, little switches, whatever. It's like they're doing all like guitar tricks, whatever, to try and save the song. All right, and then they're doing this, and they're like, okay, we've done everything. What else? How else can we wow them? Steve's like, I know.
Put the synth down.
Yeah, Steve's like, I know. Get this in there. It sounds like a real choir. Believe me.
Give me the synth.
We do have enough money to like hire like a real choir. Why hire a choir when we got this one?
Do it myself.
Right. All right. This next part I fucking love.
Yeah.
Cut all that bollocks out.
I was just gonna say there's a whole bunch that could have. I was saying it's not shit, but
right?
Bang, that could have been put in.
I would have put that part here, like. Right, halftime beat. You
could roll that into,
and then, like man, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we are literally trying to tell Iron Maiden how you should have done this. I expect a lot of hate and fair dues. Whatever, I deserve it. But come on, guys. I don't like that wanky part.
Just two guys talking shit.
Take out the seventh son of a son over and over chorus. Change it to something else. He's got a part. Whatever the fuck. He can see through when your mum's taking a shower or whatever. Whatever it is. And then save the seventh son part for that half beat time. That's a really good part, I think. Like singing over that seventh son of a seventh son, like something like that, Yeah,
I'm sure everyone agrees that two guys in Hiroshima know what they're on about.
It's like Steve, I was like, "God damn it, Ash, you took my job." You trying to take my job? No, Steve, I know what I like. That's why I think, like, if this was just like they were just trying to make a good song, they would have done that. But because they're trying to be like, we gotta make it long like the other long songs, you know, and it just doesn't. Man, I love this part, middle part. Yeah, it's awesome. Here we go. No. One finger.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Right. Next week, I'm going to make a cut of this with what I mean and see if it works better.
Save your comments.
Yeah, and you know what? Just because I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and I'm going to sing over it too as like an idea.
Ooh.
See, I can't just say like, well, I would have fucking done this. You know, I'm going to show you what I would do. I'm going to put my voice on the line. I'm not a good singer, but whatever. That's what I want to hear. I'm not into that the solo part.
It didn't need to be, what, almost 10 minutes?
No. Doesn't need to be that long.
It could have still been a long song.
Yeah.
It's not that long.
It drags on a bit for me. And the chorus is not good enough. We got to add that to one of the stingers.
Ooh,
I'll cut that up.
Yeah.
So overall, in the context of the album, I don't mind it. I just don't like the wanky part. I would have just tightened it up a little bit. I would not have the repetitive 7 Son of 7. And now, don't get it twisted, right? Because Steve does this again on that lovely Bruce Is Gone album with Blaze and the PS2 video. Right. Do you know what I mean? The thing is, right, guys, right? Remember that Ante here doesn't have a clue who Blaze is, right?
Not yet.
I'm going to type in this already. Read what I'm typing.
Iron Maiden, The Angel, and The Gambler.
Yes. Now, 7 Son of a 7 Son is worse, in my opinion, than The Angel and the Gambler.
Oh, okay.
Now, now, let me tell you, right? This video makes me laugh so much because at the time, Blaze is like, it's state of the art, and like even NASA don't even have this technology, whatever, right? Okay, but let's just play it. This is the cut down version, okay? 4 minutes and 4 seconds. On the album version, it goes on and on and on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, check this out, right? Okay, I love Blaze too because he's proper like he's trying his best, right? But like, he does something like bites to like.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I love Blaze, but okay. Listen to the keyboards, mate. This is what Steve's doing at this time. Don't you think I'm a savior? Don't you think I could save you? Don't you think I could save your life? Imagine hearing that for infinity. And it even goes down like, don't you think I'm a savior? And then you think it's going to go, you know, but it just continues on and on and on. Once or twice. But forever? No. I'm just skipping to the song. All you can hear is the same chorus over and over. So on this bit, they cut out the where the bit goes down and it brings it back up. Steve was like thinking about like the Who or something like that.
Yeah.
And man, it's fucking hilarious. But man, I still think I enjoyed that more than the 7 Son of a 7 Son fucking chorus.
I'm still getting over the synths and what you just showed me.
Sorry, mate.
Boop, boop, boop.
That's where we're headed, mate. That's why I'm trying to savor these classic albums, like, because like it's not that we're going to be shitting on the next couple albums, but there's a lot to have a laugh at, you know. So
it's okay if you do that.
This is 7 Son of a 7 Son, the album, man. It's just so good, and I think this song could have been much better if they had just fiddled about with it a little bit more.
I can't disagree.
I thought you'd be really into this song. See?
No, like same like you. There are parts that are really good, but then it's just like, yeah, could have been better. Didn't have to be 10 minutes.
Don't you think I'm a savior?
Oh no. Boop, 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 boop.
Don't you think I could save you?
Put the synth down.
Do you think I could save your life?
And again,
Yeah, it's hilarious. But man, anyway, 7 Son to 7 Son. So next week, guys, we'll probably finish it up because the next two songs are quite short. Let's just crack on with those two in one podcast and finish up the album.
Mhm.
But yeah, 7 Son to 7 Son is it's just a bit of a could have been better than it was, but when it's good, some of those parts are fantastic.
Mm.
The musicianship is fantastic in the song. Bruce sounds crazy hitting those notes. I just would prefer, from a songwriting perspective, where I'm like, into a song, there's just too many parts where I just stop. It just drops me out of it. Like a TV show or a movie that you start looking at your phone. There's a lot of phone parts in it.
there will be a lot of people stop listening to us now.
Iron Maiden is not hard for me. If I love it, I can tell you why I love it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But this one I can't tell you I love it because I just don't love it.
Mm.
But the parts I do love are, in a way, I guess. In a way, I'm just not an adventurous Iron Maiden fan, I guess, because I just like when they do what they do. I respect that they still make new music and make albums, whatever.
That's
but
fair
I
enough,
like
yeah.
the formula, man. I like what they're doing. So, in the future, they're going to try some new things, which is awesome. We're going to be but this classic period,
They can afford to try new things.
right? They've just written like 4 or 5 albums of just like pure like, I wish I had that fucking done that.
Yeah.
They can do whatever the hell they want from after this album,
Yeah.
and they do. Some of it hits, some of it doesn't, and they try all these different things, which is cool. But like at this point, man, I'm trying to savor this classic era of great albums, man.
Be great to have that option, huh?
I know. Sadly, we don't. But I'm going to show you my version of this song next week.
Mm.
It might work, it might not work, but we'll see what happens.
Special things coming.
Yep.
Mm.
Anyway, so check out the podcast on patreon.com. It's an Iron Maiden Baby. For $1 a month, you can just subscribe and support the podcast in a little way.
Big thanks to the Patreons.
Yeah, any money we get goes to the cost of like we use Buzzsprout to upload the podcast because our podcasts are 1 hour out, so it's about, I don't know, I think it's like $20 a month something like that to host it, which is
We're not in the back alley like throwing dice or anything.
no, nothing like that. That's all it goes for. We're just doing this for fun. You can email us at listen to ironmaidenbaby@gmail.com with any questions or queries, or you can comment on the YouTube videos or send us on Patreon, whatever you want to do. And we'll be back next week with the end of the album, finish it up. The next week, we're going to talk about my favorite song of all my Maiden.
Oh,
when I'm listening to it.
okay.
So, for example, when it's hard to explain it, right? When I listen to Halle Their Name, it's my favorite song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But the song coming up, which is just, it's like, yes, that's
This is the one.
when I hear it, I just have to blast it.
Now.
Yeah.
This is the one.
This is all it is. This is life.
Fair enough.
We shall see.
Mm.
Anyway, guys, catch you next time.
Take it easy.